Whenever things start to go south, we stop doing the things that bring us joy. And it's the opposite. Those are the times you need to do those things the most. What's up, heroes? This week we are in the middle of Bringing the Joy. It's the Bring the Joy Challenge. And it's one of the greatest secrets of success is your enthusiasm, your own excitement level, your own happiness and joy factor. You know, it's no secret that people want to support, people want to give favor to, people want to give opportunities to other like joyful, happy, enthusiastic, excited people. So your own joy is essentially is a magnet for you to attract good people, for you to attract good energy, for you to attract opportunities into your life. The way you get that, the way you attract that is by giving it first. When you give joy, you tend to get it in return. You tend to get good favor. You tend to get the blessings. So this week we're talking about how do you harness this power of joy, and it's called the Bring the Joy Challenge. You know, we've been talking about how to express joy through your written word, through text messages, how to express joy through spoken word by giving compliments. Now, it's easy to express joy when you're happy, when you're in a good mood, when you have an abundance of joy. It's easy to give it out freely. What happens though if you're depleted? How do you express joy when you're not in a good mood, when you're not feeling joyful, right? It's easy to do it when everything is going in your favor. But what if things aren't going in your favor? How do you continue to express joy, love, enthusiasm, excitement when you just don't feel excited? When life is starting to, kind of hit you over the head with one thing after the other. When we start to suffer through anxieties and adversities in life, it's this snowball effect. It seems like the dominoes are just flowing in the negative direction. It's easy to kind of fall in this downward spiral where we lose our own joy. Our own internal flame starts to dim. I liken it to, like, let's say if you're in a dark room and that room is your life, and then the light starts to dim. Like, your joy, your flame is your own internal light, right? And you need your own internal light to light up the room. And what most people do is when the room around them starts to get dark, they actually start turning their own light off. And the way you keep your light lit is to continue to doing the things that bring you joy. Whatever it is that lights you up, we tend to stop doing those things when times get a little rough, when things get a little busy, when life gets a little hectic. We tend to stop doing the things that brings us joy. And essentially what we're doing is we're turning off our own internal light just because the room around us got a little dark. That sounds crazy, right? Why would you walk into a dark room and turn off your flashlight? Actually, that's the time you want to turn on your flashlight even more, right? Your flashlight is your own internal flame, your joy, your light. When the room gets dark, that's the time you turn it up even more. One of my clients is an avid surfer. He surfs every single day. It's just his ritual. He wakes up every morning, goes out, and he is just on cloud nine all day long. It's his thing. And we were talking, and he was just expressing how things were going pretty turbulent. It was one thing after the other. He's having some family issues. His job wasn't going so well. He himself had started having some health issues. When you're around him, you can tell he's off. His energy is off. His mood is off. Immediately, I can tell something was wrong. And I said, "Hey, Adam, are you surfing? When's the last time you've been surfing?" And he's like, "Dude, I just told you, I don't have time. I got my things with my family is going crazy. I had all these appointments with the doctor. I had, this going on that I had to handle because one of my employees left, and now I'm doing double work. I don't have time, man. All this stuff is going on." And he's like, "Well, but why is that even relevant?" I was like, "Well, it's obvious. First of all, I knew the answer before you said that. It's obvious that you're not surfing. it's because you just have this negative taint. Like everything, like it seems like, your perception of everything is different. It's negative now. And I said, I want to challenge you. Go surfing every day next week. And I know right now life is a little different because of your circumstances. Maybe you have to wake up a little earlier than normal. Wake up earlier. Wake up 1 hour earlier and go surfing. I want you to make this a priority. Go surfing every day next week. And then I talked to him that following week, and he committed to it. And I talked to him that following week. He was like, bro, man, I feel better. I'm on cloud nine again. I was like, what happened with your circumstances? Did things clear up with your family? Did you get some good news about your health? Did your work situation clear up? Like, how are all those things? He's like, no, all that stuff is still a mess. Like, I'm still working and battling through those. I just feel better every day. I carve out time for me still so that I'm better able to handle all those things. And so he's walking into the room with his flashlight bright now to be able to illuminate the dark room. And so it's this counterintuitive thing. Whenever things start to go south, we stop doing the things that bring us joy. And it's the opposite. Those are the times you need to do those things the most. So here's my challenge for you. In order for you to bring the joy, you have to continue to illuminate with it. And the only way you can do that is if you keep doing the things that bring you joy, the things you love to do, the things that light you up, the things that keep you excited. What is that for you? What I want you to do is to make a list. Call this your joy menu. What are the things that bring you joy? Is it going for a long walk or a run? Is it taking a warm bath or writing or reading? What are the things that bring you joy? And I want you to do is first write a list of all those things, and next to it, write how many times per week in an ideal world would you do those things? In an ideal world, to keep, if everything was great, how often would you do those things? And then the third thing I want you to do is actually go on your calendar and schedule it. Maybe start off just by scheduling one. And I'm guilty of this. I don't do enough of my joyful things either. I love golf, and I haven't been golfing in, 4 or 5 months. And I just did this exercise, and I wrote down how often I want to play golf. And I don't know if you can see this, but I actually just put it on my calendar. Tonight, I'm going to play golf. I'm going to hit golf balls. I need to keep my joy fire lit so that I can illuminate the dark room. I can't spread it if I don't have it. And so I have to make sure I keep my joy flame lit, bright. And so the only way you do that is to keep doing the things that bring you joy. So what is it for you? Come up with your list, the things that bring you joy. Next to that, how often do you want to do those things? The third part to this, go on your calendar and schedule it. That's your challenge. Today, I want you to schedule your joy, because you can't give it if you don't have it. Okay. All right, guys. Go off and conquer the world. See you in the next video.